problems we were having at the end of this one, as Ben Roberts is making a move on Ginger Tiger here, whose battle for the lead has faded somewhat. Ben Roberts on the outside of Ginger Tiger. They'll go for formation flying, but it looks like Ben Roberts fairly hesitant to attack his teammate, got a little bit of a touch, and unfortunately has ended up losing all those places. You saw exactly what happened on the stream, as Kuipers is now half a second behind Ivan Belov, who will take the final lap, has started his final lap, is almost the entire sector put through his final lap, and Ginger Tiger has dropped down 2 seconds. He's actually vulnerable here to Office Red, who goes for the move around the outside of turn 13, unlikely to make it work, but no, it's going very well indeed for Office Red, who's watching Ginger Tiger's tyres fade to the end. I don't know why Office Red is on 1 lap old softs and is so far up the order. We must have had a safety car, as we had all sorts of glitches galore at the end here. Joe Hamster clashing wheels with Rusman on the final lap, as well as these leaders are almost through the final sector of the racetrack. They'll be heading down towards the final corner now. Kuipers will try and get past Ivan Belov, who will just let him go, I'm sure. He wants to cross the line first, does Ivan Belov, but it helps Kuipers on his huge penalty countback to finish this race. Quite what will be done with the order when this is all said and done, I can't be sure, but Kuipers crosses the line. Ivan Belov wins in Saudi Arabia from Ginger Tiger and Office Red, whose game was seemingly reset and the desync was sorted. Office Red and Cool 132 making another strong Alfa Romeo finish to a race, and good strong championship points. I'll take you through the final finishing order when we get there, but what a complete technical difficulty shambles we had for you at the end. Take nothing away from the drivers. Office Red picking up driver of the day. I think we may have lost more drivers due to an issue with the migrating host that ended up kicking me out, but it's when all said and done, it's Ivan Belov, the deserved winner of the race. He lifts the trophy once again. Win number 5 out of 9 races for Ivan Belov, and surely he'll be right up there at the head of the championship. Ginger Tiger picking up the 2nd place, and we've got, remind me please, was it Office Red who got 3rd? I think it was in the end. It does seem like this latest update has been producing some pretty difficult desync issues. It was Office Red that got the 3rd place. Ivan Belov, with a race time of 41 minutes 40, ended up with the win. He didn't get fastest lap. That was taken by Rusman in the end. Ginger Tiger, let's have a look at the tyre strategies. Ginger Tiger in 2nd, Office Red in 3rd. Those are your 3 guys I would hope to get into the press conference and drop me a question in the live chat if you can. Cool 132 was 4th. Smoke was 5th in the end after, well, I'm sure he'll take 5th after lap 1. Joe Hamster in 6th, Tadeli in 7th, Ben Roberts in 8th, and Kuipers in 9th, with Nitrogash in 10th. And then finishing outside the top 10, Rusman, Eric Pancakes was the first retirement, as well as Keza, Simon Palmer, Tirak, and Mr. Steen. Rent says what happened. It was desync. It was you saw the migrating host keep flashing up as the server was having some kind of problem. Kicked me out. It took me many times to get back into the session for you, and thankfully we saw the final lap, but I can't necessarily stitch together the penultimate few laps. My apologies, of course. I'm sure that anybody familiar with the game will understand what went down. But yeah, very disappointing to have those problems attack the final of the session. I'm just hoping that some of our drivers come in. I will just go to the party and try and get hold of them, and then we might be able to speak to our drivers. Let's see if they want to come in. Ivan Belov is willing and able, it seems, to come into the party. So if anyone else is listening on the if anyone else is listening and hoping to get into the game as well as Ivan Belov, just make sure that you've checked your party and broadcast audio settings are set to share for me, while I quickly give another little thank you to our sponsors, Grid Rival, Nelka Hall, and our partners gridfinder.com and driver 61. Here come the drivers, which is great to see, and hopefully they can help us out a little bit with those final few laps. But Ivan Belov, we'll go to you first. Congratulations on yet another win. It's win or bust for you, and that makes it 5 now in this season.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
I would say you sound happy, but you don't particularly. Are you just really, really tired? Was it a very stressful race?
Oh, it was. It was. I mean, I got 2 warnings on the first and the second lap.
Wow.
And then I was under pressure by Ginger the whole race.
Yes.
And it was very hard. And I want to say thanks to my teammate Kuipers. He helped me so much, and yeah, I'm
he was there. He was there distracting Ginger Tiger, wasn't he, for you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And he gave away a potential podium, getting warnings as well, trying to defend and attack Ginger Tiger, whose attack seemed to fade on the last couple of laps. Do you have any explanation, or were you just saving it all for the end?
I just was saving it, and no, I have not. I have no explanation.
Did you experience any glitching at all? We lost the stream towards the end of the session. I just about got the last lap and a half, and we saw you cross the line, but there was no problems from your end.
No, I had no problems. Everything was fine, and
wow! And you've now got quite the record here. Are you going to be able to keep this up, winning or not finishing or starting?
I hope so. That I will win only, and I will not DNF.
Well, congratulations. Fantastic. Another great performance. And you didn't have it all your own way. It was a tough challenge out there today.
Yeah, it was a really hard challenge for me. And as I said to you about 2 warnings and pressure by Ginger, it was really hard.
Yeah, well, congrats anyway. And hopefully the drivers can push you that little bit harder, and we'll see a real challenge for the race right to the end next time. Ivan Belov, congratulations with a 5th win of the season. Let's go over to Ginger Tiger, who joined us, I believe, before we then wait to see if Office Red is willing to have a chat. But Ginger, you really pushed Ivan very hard today.
Yeah, firstly, congratulations to Ivan and Office Red. Yeah, I had a terrible start, to be honest. I'm expecting the stewards to have a word with me. I did.
Oh, was it you that spoke out?
I literally just missed my braking point. I just tapped the back of him. Fortunately, I did no damage, so it's literally just tapped the back of him. And yeah, I've already apologised to him. Yet I think it distracted Mr. Steen as well. So that aside, I was quite. I was enjoying the race, in all honesty, very similar to Ivan. I had 2 warnings, and it was a case of trying to keep it between the white lines. I was frustrated because on the mediums I had some really good pace, and Ivan seemed to have dropped off.
Yeah.
But the safety cars, damn safety cars! I don't know what happened, but damn safety cars ruined it, because it brought Kuipers into play as well.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get him between myself and Ivan, because I know he would distract me, and it's exactly what happened.
It
the
was
last safety car just ruined it. Yeah.
We were watching. We had a quick look at the telemetry, and it did look like Ivan, and he just admitted to it as well. He was saving tyres and ERS for the end of the race for a strong finish, and he certainly had a lot more in terms of ERS deployment available to him in the last few laps than you did.
Yeah.
So obviously he was being very canny about how he was using that. But yeah, what did you make of Kuiper's tactics there? Was that all fair in racing?
It's all fair in love and racing, because BXN Roberts came alongside me on the straight. I was struggling because he was on softs with 2 laps to go. He was protecting me, and I think he spun out, protecting me going into turn 1. So yeah, I'll thank him later. I'll thank him now, but I'll thank him off stream as well. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Second place barring stewards, and I'm expecting it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, one question from regular audience member Rents. He says, "How close do you expect the championship to get towards the final?"
Wow, at this rate, it could go to the last race of the season. Because Smoke's in play as well. I don't know what happened to Cool. I don't know where Cool was today. I didn't see him.
Seemed to have some problems towards the end. He was right with Office and was looking for a P4, but I think suffered some issues, or I think it might have just been other drivers on softs catching him towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I think it's going to go down to the wire. There are some really good tracks to come. I think China is the one track I hate, so I'm not looking forward to that one. I'll admit it, I hate it. So, but the rest I don't mind. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll certainly have a good show for everybody, I'm sure. Well, congratulations on another second place, and I must apologise to anyone if you're picking up the same audio cutoff that I am when listening to Ginger. If you're hearing that, you obviously know there's little we can do about it. Hopefully, Office Red did join us in the chat. Speak up, Office, if you did. Good evening to you, and congratulations picking up third in the end there. How was your race? Yep. You really had a very strong finish to the race, and it looked like, again, another really strong evening for Alfa Romeo. Did you find out what happened to Cool towards the end? Ah. Okay. Yes. Absolutely, yeah. You still, I'm sure, will be right up there towards the top of the championship. You guys seem to be incredibly consistent. What's the key to it? Wow, amazing. Ah, tremendous. 3 times practicing every week is some commitment there. Well, fantastic to hear you put in that kind of work. Well, congrats again, Office Red, for another podium and a really strong race. Well, good to hear from our top 3 there. I will finish everything up now, but a big thank you to everybody for persisting with us. Thank you to everyone who made it through to the final of this, the final 2 laps, the broadcast, and persisted with us through all the glitches. Our apologies to you, apologies to the league. Unfortunately, very little that we could do this end. It just seemed to run that way tonight well, we all saw what was happening with the host migration towards the end of the second broadcast, and of course we lost the stream between quali and the race as well. We'll have to stitch everything back together again, rename everything, and you'll be able to find it all, of course, in the normal place. Make sure you subscribe to the channel today, like the video if you are still feeling generous, and follow us on socials. But from everyone at Invictus Racing League, from myself, Webbo, our thoughts go out to Lightning, who's unwell at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be back to us very soon. Stay tuned along on the channel for the rest of the week. I'll be out of action for a little while until Monday for F1, but of course we've got F3, PC F1, realistic performance races all through the rest of the week. But from everybody at Invictus Racing League, and especially our sponsors, I've been Webbo, and I will catch you on the next race day.